Niels has forgotten to set his alarm clock, so he calls Nina after the lecture. Nina says, "That only happens to you, and only during such an important lecture." This week, the professor talked about bearing selection and calculation principles and said that these are criteria that must be considered even before bearings are mounted and used. The subject area includes, for example, the service life calculation, through which one can calculate the approximate time of a bearing failure. The service life of a rolling bearing can be given in revolutions or in operating hours. Nina explains, there are two different ways to calculate the service life of a bearing. One is the basic rating life, but there is also the extended modified rating life calculation. The calculation of the nominal service life takes into account the load rating, load, and speed in the application. However, no influencing factors such as lubrication and cleanliness are included. The extended modified service life, on the other hand, considers these additional factors. In order to minimize friction and wear in a rolling bearing, correct lubrication is essential. Bearings are lubricated with either grease or oil. Tribology is the field that deals with the relationship between friction, wear, and lubrication. Whether there is relative movement between the inner ring and shaft and between the housing and outer ring depends on the choice of fit. If the wrong fit is chosen, bearing damage can also occur. That's really annoying, says Nina. Some bearings require a preload. This ensures that there is constant tension at the points of contact between the rolling elements and the raceways. Nina explains that they are most common in angular contact ball bearings and tapered roller bearings. Niels' head is spinning. He asked Nina, "Do you think the professor will do a revision lesson for me?" Nina says to Niels, "You don't need them at all. Just visit bearingwizard.co.uk, where you'll find an article on every topic." Really cool, isn't it? If you are as interested in rolling bearings as Niels and Nina, then take a closer look at the articles on bearingwizard.co.uk.